16. They're off and pacing from the inside. That's Scarlet Shamlin right alongside second. Comes Crystal Eyes, and from the outside, here comes the Banjo on my knee. Banjo on my knee from the outside now. Gets that early lead right there on the inside. In second is Crystal Eyes, but Banjo on my knee goes off stride. Your leader now is Crystal Eyes by one. Racing in second along the inside. That's Scarlet Shamlin up to be third now on the outside. Comes Imaginary High. Go by that first quarter in 29 and 4. And on a short lead on the inside, that's Crystal Eyes dropping in second now. Imaginary High, Scarlet Shamlin's in third. Fourth along the inside now comes Populous with Mendota striking fifth. Racing in sixth is Marshmallow Cream. In the seventh now comes Beat the Bet. Racing in eighth along the inside is Poco, Sassy, and trailing the field. After that early miscue was Banjo on my knee. They go by that half-mile marker, and on the front end by one is Crystal Eye. Right there in second along the inside, Imaginary High. Out and going third now on the outside. Here comes Populous. Right behind him in fourth is Marshmallow Cream. Final 3/8 of a mile, and it's still Crystal Eyes on a short lead with Populous Park second on the outside. That's Imaginary High third along the inside. Coming on fourth now on the outside is Marshmallow Cream. Around the far turn they go. They're in a bunch. You got a hunch. Who do you like out there? It's still Crystal Eyes on the short lead. Still Park second on the outside. That's Populous coming on third along the inside now. Is Marshmallow Cream. They're in the home lane, and it's Crystal Eyes keeping that short lead. Imaginary High is there on the outside. That's Populous. Closing ground in the middle of the track is Marshmallow Cream with Scarlet Shamlin. That's Populous now on a short lead. Imaginary High, and way on the outside, here comes Scarlet Shamlin. Fastest of all. Getting up. $16. They're off and pacing from the middle. It's Never Missed. Down along the inside comes Sycamore Kathy. In between horses now, that's Scarce Commodity. Around that turn they go, and the early leader now is Never Missed with Scarce Commodity dropping in second. Coming on third from the outside is Hot Enough. Racing in fourth along the inside now, that's Prima Belladonna. They turn for home the first time, and from the outside, challenging for that lead, comes Hot Enough. Hot Enough on the outside grabs that early lead as they go by that first quarter in 29 and 3. Now from the outside to get that lead is Scarce Commodity. Scarce Commodity now the leader by a length and a half. Hot Enough racing in second with Never Miss in third. Fourth along the inside now, that's Robin's Nest part in fifth along the rail. That's Prima Banadata. Coming on sixth is the Baby Care. Racing in seventh along the inside is Sycamore Kathy. Up to be eight now. On the outside is Foxy Fane, and the trailing horse is Fox Valley Gilsey as they went by the half, a minute and 1/5. And that's Scarce Commodity, the leader by 2.5 lengths. Hot Enough is racing in second along the inside, and third down along the rail is Never Miss. Park fourth on the outside is Prima Belladonna. 3/8 of a mile to go, and it's still Scarce Commodity leader by 2. Hot Enough is racing second, going 3 wide around that turn. Here comes the Baby Care. They're around the turn, and it's still Scarce Commodity, the leader by 2.5 lengths. Racing up to be second in between horses. That's Prima Belladonna. Coming on third now is Baby Care. Up to be fourth on the outside. That's Foxy Fane with 3/4 and 1:30 and 3. They're in the home lane with 1/8 of a mile to go. Is Scarce Commodity, the leader by 2.5 lengths. It's Prima Belladonna in second, and way on the outside, closing ground, is Sycamore Kathy with Foxy Fane. It's Scarce Commodity. Here comes Sycamore Kathy on the outside, getting up.
Now they're in the turn. They're off. That's Roanwood off stride at the start out in the middle of the track, coming away well. Never Magoo, and it's Never Magoo to take the lead. Speed Risk is second up on the outside. Chest of Drawers hung third, racing in fourth round the turn. Active Lester G in fifth to the quarter-mile post. Goes Ozzy's Legend. They turn into the quarter-mile up on the outside. Chest of Drawers moves up to challenge Never Magoo for the lead. The quarter, 28 4/5. That's Chest of Drawers on the outside now taking the lead. Racing in second, Never Magoo. In third is Speed Risk. Racing fourth, Active Lester. Ozzy's Legend is fifth. In sixth, Key Instructor up on the outside to be seventh. As they go to the half-mile mark now comes Prairie Icarus. Into the half-mile, the leader is Chest of Drawers up on the outside, challenging second. Speed Risk off the half-mile, 59 3. That's Speed Risk on the outside. Chest of Drawers along the rail, racing in third. Active Lester G in fourth to the three-quarters. Goes Never Magoo. It's Chest of Drawers and next. Speed Risk alongside second. Three wide as they drive into the three-quarters goes Prairie Icarus. And around the turn, it's Chest of Drawers holding firm a half length, the three-quarters, 1:30 1/5. It's Chest of Drawers, 3/4 of a length on the outside. Second, Speed Risk looking for room. Third, Never Magoo. They're in the stretch. It's Chest of Drawers by 2 open lengths. On the outside, closing ground with the rush is Ozzy's Legend. That's Ozzy's Legend on the outside getting the lead. Racing in second is Never Magoo, but it's Ozzy's Legend. They're off. That's Cloddy Donder for the early lead. Down along the inside, Crown George with Charlie Hustle driving up on the outside, 3 deep into the turn. Goes Specs Boy. And around the turn off stride is Cloddy Donder. Specs Boy gets the early lead. Charlie Hustle is second. Up on the outside to be third, Mr. Gin Pride. Crown George is fourth. They go into the quarter-mile pole. Up on the outside now to challenge for the early is Mr. Gin Ridge with Specs Boy along the rail in third. Charlie Hustle, Crown George fourth, GT Meister fifth. Duo Flashlight comes on. 6 Bond Mark is seventh. EZL is eighth. Sheba's GL ninth. Trailing the field, Cloddy Donder. Into the half-mile mark they go. The leader is Mr. Gin Ridge by 2.5 lengths. They go off the half-mile, 58 4. It's Mr. Gin Ridge, the leader, a length and a half. Racing in second is Specs Boy in third. Charlie Hustle, Crown George is fourth, and driving from second now, Specs Boy. It's Mr. Gin Ridge holding firm a length and a half. On the outside, Specs Boy is second. Saving ground third is Crown George out there. Fourth round the turn. Specs Boy with Duo Flashlight fifth. 3/4, 129 3. The leader, Mr. Gin Ridge, a half length. Specs Boy gains ground second. Charlie Hustle moves to the outside for the drive. Now it's Specs Boy taking the lead with Charlie Hustle. Duo Flashlight closing on the outside. They're across the track. That's Charlie Hustle between horses. Specs Boy is still there. A driving finish, Specs Boy. They're off. That's Pirate Laura for the early lead with Brett's Baby along the inside. Driving up on the outside as they race for position was Lady at Work. Coming away 3 wide, moving into the turn. Need for a change. On the front end, Pirate Laura leads quickly up on the outside. Need for a change, challenging second between horses. Lady at Work moving third, in fourth as they go to the quarter-mile pole. Brett's Baby, the quarter, 28 3/5. They're 3 across with Pirate Laura on a short lead. Challenging second to the 3/8 mark goes Lady at Work, racing in third position on the rail. Brett's Baby on the outside, fourth to the turn. Need for a change in fifth position, Farrah's Hustle. Into the half-miler, hammer and tong with Pirate Laura, half length. Still out there, second challenging Lady at Work, the half, 57 2/5. Over to the 3/4 they go on the front end now, taking a short lead by a head. That's Lady at Work. Racing along the rail, second to the 3/4 mile pole is Pirate Laura. Now Pirate Laura regains the lead up on the outside. Lady at Work is second. Along the rail, third as they go to the 3/4 mile pole comes Brett's Baby, moving 3 wide round the turn with the rush is Woodness. They turn for home there, 3 across. That's Woodness on the far outside. Between horses, Lady at Work, Pirate Laura still there on the rail. They're in the stretch. It's Pirate Laura on a short lead. On the outside, moving up the challenge, second through the lane. Now comes Miss Shauna, and Miss Shauna takes the lead. It's Miss Shauna, the leader between horses. Brett's Baby is closing. It's Brett's Baby getting up with Pirate Laura. Hello. They're off. Along the inside, that's Cappuccino Kid with Gus 2 for the early lead. Up on the outside with an early move goes Beats the Best. He tucks in fourth there in back of Buck 380. The leader is Cappuccino Kid, a length and a half. Gus 2 is second, racing in third position. Buck 380 in fourth is Beats the Best. Racing in fifth is Animator with Ryan's Rainbow, Lalo Noru, and Racy Tarboy. They've gone the quarter, 29 2. Cappuccino Kid's out there by a length and 3/4. Racing in second to the 3/8 mark goes Gus 2 in third position as they pass the stands the first time. Comes Buck 380. They swing round the turn, go into the half-mile mark on the front end. The leader by a length and a half is Cappuccino Kid. Racing in second position by the half is Gus 2 on the move third. With the rush is Buck 380. They go to the 3/4. Staying out there by a half length is Cappuccino Kid. Racing in second to the corner on the outside is Buck 380. In third position along the rail, that's Gus 2. Racing in fourth to the 3/4 mile mark now, that's Animator. They go off the 3/4 mile pole in 59 seconds. On the front end, staying out there is Cappuccino Kid, 3 parts of a length. Racing along the rail, second in the stretch is Buck 380. They're in the lane. It's Cappuccino Kid holding firm. Between horses, Buck 380 looking for racing room is Gus 2. It's Buck 380. Gus 2 along the inside is closing. That's Gus 2 getting up. They're off. Fine start with 5 horses driving out for the early lead. That's She'll Be Charming on the outside, coming away Kiss Proof also on the move as they drive for position. Pacing Model, that's Pacing Model challenging Kiss Proof for the early. Racing in third to the quarter-mile pole is She'll Be Charming. The last Butter tucks fourth. Racing in fifth is Mystical Beauty. The entry goes head and head into the quarter-mile. Now up on the outside, Pacing Model to take the lead. They go off the quarter. 28 seconds on the front end. It's Pacing Model showing the way by a length and a half. Racing in second to the 3/8 marker goes Kiss Proof in third position as they pass the stands the first time. That's She'll Be Charming. Now on the move as the last Butter field goes over to the half-mile pole. Off stride there was Mystical Beauty. Also off stride now is Little Paul as they go by the half in 58 4/5. On the front end, the leader by a length and a half, and now out of the hole between horses goes Rings a Bell. The leader by a length and a half is Pacing Model. Rings a Bell moves up on the outside, down along the rail third as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. That's She'll Be Charming. Final 3/8 of a mile, staying out there by a length and a half as they turn for home is Pacing Model. Racing in second is Kiss Proof. Down along the inside third as they turn into the stretch, She'll Be Charming. In the lane, the leader by 2.5 lengths in the stretch is Pacing Model. Racing in second is Kiss Proof. In third through the stretch comes Bubba Gum, but the leader is Pacing Model with Kiss Proof second. They're off. Along the inside, that's Chilene for the early lead, coming away on the rail as they drive for position. Chris's Express driving up between horses into the turn. Comes Denny 2-Zip, and around the turn they go. Horses looking for position on the front end. The leader by a length is Chilene. Off stride there in the rear was Radiant Gesture. They go down to the 1/4 mile pole. It's Chilene on the inside, up on the outside. Denny 2-Zip to challenge, and now Denny 2-Zip takes the lead. Chilene is second. Pop Syra out there third. Chris Express is fourth. Rock Creek fifth with Kelly's Jubilee sixth. Heather R is seventh. Light Bay, Radiant Gesture far back. Pop Syra takes that lead into the half mile by 2. Racing in second is Denny 2-Zip up on the outside to be third. That's Light Bay. They go off the half mile in 58 seconds over to the 3/4. They race on the front end. The leader, Pop Syra, up on the outside. It's Rock Creek now, second in third. Denny 2-Zip moving up fourth. Comes Heather R in fifth to the 3/4. Chilene. Light Bay is on the outside, sixth into the 3/4. Pop Syra, 3/4 of a length. Gaining ground is Rock Creek, the 3/4, 129. They turn for home. The leader by a half length, Pop Syra. On the outside, the challenger, Rock Creek, coming on to be third. Heather R, they're in the stretch. It's Pop Syra, a half length. On the outside, Rock Creek challenging second. Heather R closing in the middle of the track. Third along the rail, Denny 2-Zip, but it's Pop Syra in front. Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Jersey Burner and Extraordinary for the early lead, coming away on the outside as they drive for position. Potapine and around the turn. Extraordinary takes the lead with Potapine, the challenger. And now Potapine shows on top. Extraordinary is second. The Jersey Burner third, coming on to be fourth. Another Colt. Alert Eagle is fifth. They head off the quarter-mile pole. The leader is Potapine, quickly up on the outside to be second. Another Colt, the quarter, 28 4/5. Up on the outside to get that lead now as they go to the 3/8 pole is another Colt. Racing in second position to the half-mile mark, that's Potapine. Extraordinary is third. Racing in fourth is Jersey Burner. They go into the half. The leader is another Colt, racing second on the inside of horses. And now moving up with the rush is Extraordinary. They went off the half mile in 58 1/5. The leader, another Colt, a length and a half. On the outside, Extraordinary is second, racing third to the 3/4. Potapine, Jersey Burner comes on fourth. Alert Eagle is fifth, racing in sixth. That's Indigo Blue Chip into the 3/4 on a short lead. That's another Colt, the challenger second. Extraordinary, the 3/4, 128 1/5. The leader is another Colt, 3/4 of a length. Extraordinary gains ground second. And now Extraordinary takes the lead. Another Colt along the inside second. Racing in third in the lane is Alert Eagle. That's Extraordinary, the leader, with Alert Eagle second, but it's Extraordinary in front. Fields on the turn. They're off. Fine start down along the rail. Ultra Bright left well. Driving up in the middle is the Daredevil, and Daredevil challenging Ultra Bright for the early lead. Racing in third to the quarter-mile pole now goes Tango Ted. Around the turn they go. The early leader is Ultra Bright. Racing in second to Daredevil. Tango Ted is third. Rare Storm is fourth. Maritime Hanover fifth. Jedi's Revenge, Cotton Sock, and Tandem Low Bell, the quarter, 29 1. It's Ultra Bright showing the way by 2 open lengths. Racing in second position as they go to the 3/8 pole is Daredevil in third. That's Tango Ted. He's on the move now. They swing into the half mile. The leader by a length and a half is Ultra Bright. Tango Ted moves up on the outside to be second. They go by the half mile, 58 3/5. It's Ultra Bright showing the way. Tango Ted is hanging on the outside second. Racing third as they go to the 3/4. That's the Daredevil. Down along the inside fourth to the 3/4 mile mark, Maritime Hanover. They go double-decked into the turn. The leader by a length and a half now is Ultra Bright on the outside. Tango Ted is hanging second. Down along the rail third as they turn for home comes Maritime Hanover. Cotton Sock out there, 3 wide, fourth in the lane. The leader is Ultra Bright by 3 lengths, and the far outside closing ground is Jedi's Revenge between horses in the stretch. That's the Daredevil. That's Daredevil on the outside, getting up.
Okay, hello? Hello? Hello?
They're off. That's Pacific in the middle of the track. Between horses, Armbros Annie came away well down along the rail. Perfect balance with Annie Crombie and into the turn. The leader is Armbros Annie and neck. Pacific challenging second. Perfect balance third. Abby Crombie is fourth. Racing in fifth, Queen's Over. Then it's Gutsy Osborne and Ballerina Doll. They head over to the 3/8 pole. Pacific now takes the lead after a quarter and 29 seconds. Racing second, Armbros Annie by 3 lengths. In third, Perfect Balance. Annie Crombie racing fourth. Queen's Over is fifth. Gutsy Osborne and Ballerina Doll, they move over for the half mile. Pacific's had the best of it. She still does by 2 lengths. Racing in second after a half mile is Armbros Annie. On the move is Annie Crombie, the half mile, 57-2. It's Pacific showing the way a length and a quarter. Racing second, Armbros Annie up on the outside. Annie Crombie comes on third. That's Perfect Balance with Queen's Over out there fifth. Final 3/8 of a mile. Tommy Harmer keeps Pacific out there a length. Annie Crombie's gaining ground second. 3/4, 126-2. They turn for home. It's Pacific on the inside. Annie Crombie's up on the outside, and she's looking Pacific right in the eye. Now it's Annie Crombie getting the lead. Between horses, racing in second is Armbros Annie. Pacific along the rail, but it's Annie Crombie. Fields on the turn. They're off. Fine start with 4 horses driving out. That's the Young Bro Special with Andantos Bravura. Outside there coming away was Valco, and also on the move, Kelly Tuck Nicole. Moving up to be 5th round, the turn to the quarter. The Noble Statesman, they go down to the quarter. Kelly Tuck Nicole leads up on the outside to be second. Is the Noble Statesman racing in third. Valco off the quarter mile, 28 and a tick. Up on the outside, Noble Statesman is challenging Kelly Tuck Nicole for the lead. Valco racing third. In fourth position, the Young Bro Special racing fifth to the half mile. Odantos Bravura in sixth. The Scooter Skipper, Dirty Deeds, Bon John far back. Valunga, they move in for the half mile. Kelly Tuck Nicole leads. Dropping back there on the outside is Noble Statesman. They go by the half mile mark, 57 3/5. Over to the 3/4 they roll on the front end. The leader by a length and a half as they go to the 3/4 mile pole is Kelly Tuck Nicole. Quickly up on the outside now to be second. To the corner goes Dirty Deeds. That's Dirty Deeds on the outside now taking a short lead. Kelly Tuck Nicole is second. Racing in third to the 3/4 mile mark, and on the move is Valco. It's Dirty Deeds, the leader by 2 open lengths. Racing in second position comes in the stretch. The leader is Dirty Deeds by 3 lengths on the outside. Closing ground. Second is Valco. It's Dirty Deeds. Valco on the outside with Andantos Bravura, but it's Dirty Deeds.